Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Hey, look, this week I'm feeling so much fresher than last week, so I'm just excited to get into the music. So this week we're featuring Morgan Wallen and his new track, so we're going to take a look at that. We've got Whiskey Myers back, Tyler Childers, Colter Wall, Turnpike Troubadours are back because that was heavily requested again, Charlie Crockett and Devil Makes Three. But next week, what I want you to do when you see this intro, comment down below and let me know some of the good female country music artists. I know a lot of you have been requesting them, but next week we're going to do a heavy focus on the female country artists, and let me know what the good songs are I should listen to. The more independent, the better, I guess, because we want to be showing some new music to all of you. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see who we've got today. Right then, so we've got some Morgan Wallen on the channel. He's one of those guys that is getting quite heavily played on the radio, but for me, he's someone who is such a strong songwriter. So he's dropped a new song called, what is it called? Seven Summers? I think it's called Seven Summers. So we're going to take a look. There's no music video, it's a lyric video, so you can catch up with the lyrics while we're going through. I have got them next to me as well. But I'm kind of excited to get into this because he's bringing out new music, and I think he's someone that the record labels are trusting to just create what he wants to create. We've seen that in other genres of music. Machine Gun Kelly's doing this pop punk thing and hip hop thing over in that genre, and he's kind of owning it. And I think hopefully labels are just trusting more now that we want good music, and they're going to put it out for us. But I won't speak too soon. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. So we'll get into this one, and we'll see what we think. I hope he's kind of staying true to his previous music, like Whiskey Glasses, Chasing You. He's had some great hits already. So we'll listen to this and we'll see what we think. Let me know in the comments as well.
Getting even further south, somewhere where the summer lasted all year round. Probably got a big old diamond on your hand right now, maybe a baby or a couple by now. Long driveway to a big white house. But I wonder when you're drinking if you find yourself thinking about that boy from East Tennessee. And I know we both knew better, but we still said forever. And that was 7 summers ago in Southern Comfort, were we dumb or just younger? Who knows? Back then you used to love the river and sipping on a sixer with me. Does it ever make you sad to know that was 7 summers ago?
Right, I think this is the only time I'm going to pause it in here. I'm getting some Turnpike Troubadour 7-on-7 sort of storytelling vibes within this. Obviously, we're looking back at a girl that we used to be in love with, and she, I guess we're guessing that she's moved on. That's what we're doing in this song. And also, she probably has moved on and got a husband and kids and a happy family in a nice house, and life has changed a lot since where they were. Morgan's on the road now, traveling a lot. So, I think it's interesting. We'll get into the storytelling and the song lyrics right at the end, and we'll do a deep dive. But I'm really enjoying this song. The rhyme schemes are really cool. It's really pleasant to listen to. It's got a real nice melody to it as well. We'll see if it picks up in the second half, but I'm enjoying it. Let's carry on.
Yeah, I bet your daddy's so proud of how his little girl turned out. Think she dies with boiling of a good old boy like me. Cause I still go drinking, same friends on Friday. Bought a few acres, couple roads off the highway. Guess you never saw things my way anyway. But I wonder when you're drinking if you find yourself thinking about that boy from East Tennessee. And sea. And I know we both knew better, but we still said forever. And that was 7 summers of cold and southern comfort. Were we dumb or just younger? Who knows? Back then you used to love the river and sipping on a sixer with me. Does it ever make you sad to know that was 7 summers ago? 7 summers ago. 7 summers ago.
I mean, so it's not that wasn't a music video, but it still kind of told the story that he was trying to get across in there. There was a heavy focus on the chorus as well, and there was a lot of times that was replayed, and it was a really nicely written chorus. What I'd like is a bit more of the verse and a bit more of the story, because we're getting some of that in verse 1 and verse 2, but they're quite short verses. So there is an element of that sort of setup of a song, but he does it really well. He did it in Whiskey Glasses, he did it in Chasing You. He knows how to write a hook and a chorus that sounds really pleasant to listen to. We'll dive into the lyrics. As I said, it had a very similar sort of storytelling tone to me as Turnpike did with their 7 on 7, with what they're getting on, as in I used to hang around with this girl and she's moved on now and I've not completely, but as you saw in the last scene of that, where the girl that he'd been, I guess, having fun with. The thing is with this, I think it's all sort of like stock footage or just shot in a day or a couple of days, and so obviously you don't get that age. The guy hasn't aged, the girl hasn't aged. The 7-year period that we're talking about in this song, but you can still get the essence that she's moved on with someone else, and that look over the shoulder just means that they've both not completely moved on. And I don't think, I guess people have like first loves, first crushes, and they never do fully move on, and they'll always think back like, what if I stayed with them? But it's a nice song, so we'll have a look at the lyrics. So verse 1, gets straight in, it goes, you used to talk about getting even further south, so she always dreamed about getting away and not staying in the hometown, so she always wanted to get away from that. And I guess they talked about doing that together, somewhere where the summer lasted all year round, so they could enjoy themselves, go to the river, drink, and just keep having fun. But obviously there is that naivety to that of you are young and you think this lasts forever, and all of a sudden it stops as soon as you get out of that education cycle and you have to get into full-time work. Real life pressures just get on top, which is crazy for what it is. And then he's sort of imagining, he's saying, probably got a big old diamond on your hand right now, maybe a baby or a couple by now, long drive away to a big white house. So he's painting that picture that she's moved on, she's started a family, and she might have completely forgotten about him. So you get into the chorus, but I wonder when you're drinking, if you find yourself thinking about that boy from East Tennessee, which is him. And obviously we know when we have a few drinks, we get a little sentimental and a little overthink, and we overthink a little bit about what's gone on in the past. So I think he's kind of hoping that she hasn't forgot about him, and that's what he's talking about there. And he goes, I know we both knew better, but we said forever, and that was seven. I like this line. That was 7 summers of coke and southern comfort. But the way that he sort of pronounces it is it makes that rhyme as well, and it's a really nicely worked in rhyme. And I know it's kind of like, it's not too deep. It's just painting that scene, and it's quite nice to listen to. And this sort of song is a song for someone like me, to be honest, because like I say, I'm 26 years old. When I was like 18, 19, 20, I was kind of going away on summers, and I was meeting girls and kind of not falling in love, but I think you fall for people quite easily, and you paint this picture of what your life could be like, and you don't know any better. You don't know what real life is like. And I say real life loosely because you can still go away and have those sort of experiences. And he says that here, he's like, were we dumb or just younger? Who knows? And I think it's that touch on they were younger and they just didn't know any better. Back then, you used to love the river and sipping on a sixer with me. What is a sixer? Is it a 6-pack of beer? I actually don't know what a sixer is. So if you let me know what that is, that will help me. Does it ever make you sad to know that that was 7 summers ago? So, he's thinking like, for him, I guess he's been so busy making music, like time has just flown by, and he's not had that everyday sort of struggle of that 9 to 5. What he does is still hard work, making music, but I think time passes a lot quicker when you're doing something like this. It's not that formulaic 9 to 5, 5 days a week, and you only get the weekends to unwind. So he's looking back and saying 7 summers actually feels like yesterday to him, whereas to her it might have felt like a lifetime ago. So does she still think about it? That kind of thing. So verse 2, yeah, I bet your daddy's so proud of how his little girl turned out. I think she dodged a bullet, because I guess the dad used to think he was a bit of a wild card and didn't necessarily agree that she should have been with him. Of a good old boy like me, because I still go drinking, same friends on a Friday. I can fully relate to this, by the way. I still see my same friends every weekend. Not at the minute, because we're in this little weird coronavirus situation, whatever's happening. But yeah, I still see my same friends every week, and I know there's girls I've dated that have completely moved on and settled down now. And I often think, what if about some of them? But they're happy. That's what's meant to be. You can kind of see on Instagram, but obviously not all of Instagram's real, so some people put pictures up. But we'll save that for another time anyway. Bought a few acres, couple roads off the highway. Guess you never saw things my way anyway. Like, he's just saying, he stayed true to his dream, and he bought that land and that space, and he kind of had this dream. And I guess what he's not considering is the way that her life's turned out compared to his. Like, if she came back, if she was single, would he take her back? I don't know. His life's completely different. It's given him the freedom to buy these things, and she's not had that freedom necessarily, so she's had to move on and just make life work for herself. So he doesn't necessarily see that. And then we get back into the chorus, but the whole song is nice. It's got a nice melody to it. I know I've kind of gone really into the lyrics for a song that's quite not necessarily as deep as some of the other music that we've done on this channel, but I can still relate to it, so it's still nice to listen to this kind of music. And as I say, I am the target market for this, and I really like Morgan Wallen. His voice is really, really nice. There are similarities in tone that I'm hearing between other songs, but you're going to get that with the same artist. And yeah, I don't think the boy's a one-hit wonder. I think he's going to be around to stay for a while. So I'm hoping this is building up to an album. If you're a Morgan Wallen fan, let me know. But yeah, anyway, as always, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the videos. And please, please, please subscribe to this channel. Get involved in the comments. We're all a big community here. We like to speak on songs, share experiences. I'll get involved in the comments after. It's just a nice place to be. But anyway, that's me for now. Thank you. Peace. Cheers.